everyone. My name is Chrissy, and you are in the know. And we're highlighting all the magical and wonderful things that are in our community. Today, we have the fabulous Kim Fox with Random Fox, and she's going to tell us a little bit about everything that she's doing. Hey, Kim, how you doing?
Hey, Chrissy, I am doing wonderful. Thank you so much for having me on your show. I'm really excited. Um,
I'm really
yeah,
excited for
so
you to be here.
this is awesome. I am so happy that you have brought this magazine to us in the Southeast. We needed something like this to bring us together, and I love sharing it with my friends, and I really am excited about having you. So, yeah,
Thank you.
thank you for your vision and
Mhm.
for your journey. So, yeah. So,
Well,
yeah,
thank
I
you.
am.
Go ahead, sorry.
How am I supposed to go next? Okay. So, yeah, I'm with Random Fox, which is a company I started in the early 2000s. Basically, it was Random Fox for random things. I love helping other entrepreneurs get a start. I love sharing. I love, like, oh, you need this. Hold on. I know this chick who knows this, and getting people together. Over the years, I've been Random Fox doing that, and it's through many, many journeys, many little sidetracks, like, oh, that looks fun, oh, that looks fun. I've come to the point now where I'm retiring at 62, which is another year, and Random Fox is going to be my full-time position as an artist and also as a promoter for my Otherworldly Affairs event once a year. I think that's the only event I can do. It's a has a really big place in my heart. A lot of work, but I think it's much needed. So yeah, I'm an artist and a promoter and promoting people, getting people with people.
Wow, that's amazing. Like you you definitely seem like you have a lot on your plate, and I just think that's amazing. So you're speaking about the otherworldly events. Can you tell us a little bit about the event?
Okay, I have to preface this. So I live in Chattanooga, Tennessee, which is a little bitty. It's not so little anymore, but when I moved to Chattanooga in the late 90s, there's a little suburb called East Ridge, and in the retirement center every year they would have a psychic fair. I loved going. It was so cool. And it was this retirement center, and they just put us in the middle of this big rectangle room with everybody had a spot. They had some breakout sessions where you would go and listen to some of the people talk. And I remember learning that I had three guides with me, which was unusual, and they were Native American, and they had to do with herbal healing and medicine, shaman. I mean, this was back before I was even woo woo,
Mm-hmm.
um, or somewhat woo woo, or whatever you want to say. So that's always kept in my heart. Okay. Fast
Mm-hmm.
forward to lots of different things, from producing a magazine for motorcyclists to being a hippie chick on a motorcycle to becoming the president of FACES, the National Craniofacial Association, where we help children and adults with craniofacial anomalies get to the surgeries they desperately need, which I know we're going to talk about that later, but FACES for short. Um, so as as a director of Faces, I am always looking for fundraising ideas. And in the last couple of years, we have been lucky enough to get this really big warehouse building as our building. We have our offices there, and it has this wonderful space for events. So me and my little idea machine came up with, let's do something close to a psychic fair, but don't call it a psychic fair because we don't want to upset some of the people out there with thinking that we're scary and witchy, but making it more about being intuitive, recognizing the power within us, being open to spirituality, being witchy if we want to be, being expressing ourselves. We are not evil just because we think these different things. And as society is growing and opening their mind, is becoming easier and easier. And I really think this is just exploding now because we're finally waking up. I'm awake, and I'm sorry, I'm woke, whatever. Um, So I thought about starting an event that was somewhat like the psychic fair, and I had a group of close associates with me last year, and we decided to do it for Faces. As I was working for Faces, we decided to do it. I had a couple volunteers, and so we put on our first year last year. And oh my gosh, it was such a wonderful success. Number one, it was in the January, January at the end of January. Everybody was done with Christmas and all that stuff, and they were taking a breath. And they're like, "It's cold outside. There's nothing I can do. What can I do?" And there we were within, Otherworldly Affair, and we had probably 20 vendors. We had people coming in and out nonstop all day long. All my vendors were so happy. They just were so happy with the crowd. And I was like, yay, this went great. My vendors being everything from tarot card readers, intuitives, jewelry, altar tools, candles, herbs, henna tattoos. We had Olivia Toller, who is a tattoo artist, and she did flash tattoos. We had Reiki. We had all kinds of things. It was awesome. So
That sounds amazing. It really
it
does.
went great. We didn't make a ton of money, but it broke even, and that was while I was working at Faces, and I did it as a Faces fundraiser. Well, recently,
Mhm.
Faces has had a 3-year strategic plan. We've created a 3-year strategic plan, and we just did not have the energy I could not take my resources away to do it again. We're very
Mhm.
small, and we have a strategy, and I could not let it go. I said, "Do you have a problem with Random Fox doing it?" And I know that I'm going to donate a portion of the door sales to Faces. Said I want to
Mhm.
help Faces. I'm going to rent the space from Faces, and it's all good. And the board was great. I have actually a concession stand that Faces will run that will have hot chocolate, will have coffee, water. We might have barbecue. We're working on that so that if
Ooh.
you get hungry during the event, you can come up to the concession stand and you're helping Faces directly on top of everything else. So anyway, I know I'm rambling, but that's what started it. And this year, this is kind of like my jump from a Faces executive. When I say executive, that sounds so big. I mean, we have 3 people. We're teeny. We have children and adults across the United States, but we're teeny.
You're
Um,
tiny but mighty. Like,
yes, we're
you're
tiny but
tiny but
mighty.
mighty.
Absolutely. So this is kind of prefacing my I don't want to say retirement because I'm not retiring. I'm transitioning
Mhm.
from being this to this. It's time to be me. It's time to be a full-time artist. I've always wanted to be an artist. I listened to the people who said, "Oh, you can't make money. You got to be a graphic designer. You got to do something that uses that makes money." And thank God for my wonderful husband who's been understanding. I'm going there. And Otherworldly Affairs, something I'm taking with me. I want to be there every year. I want to have it every January, at the end of January. It's in bulk, which is funny. And
Mhm.
I know I'm rambling, but it's funny because my birthday's coming up February 5th, and I've always felt I don't know. I've always loved February, and now I find out the in bulk is right before that date. And I'm like, it's just like a big anvil hit my head. Like, oh, wait a minute, maybe that's why I like it so
Mhm.
much. It just kind of hit. And I love the whole idea. I'm not a witch. I don't practice things like that. I'm more of a person that believes the power of intention. I
Mhm.
believe in ourselves. I believe everybody has a different way of getting there. And I believe in being open in community.
Mhm.
Um, and that's another thing I like about Otherworldly Affairs, community that we're building. Such wonderful people.
Mhm.
They're all there to help others. If it sounds witchy or if it sounds spiritual or woo woo, they all have one common ground, and that's to help each other, to bond, to help you through something, to find circles, to gain strength, and all joins in. So,
That's amazing.
yes.
I mean, having a group of people different paths, different backgrounds, and everything all come together. That for you guys to feel something passionate about, of all the things that you like, to support one another, but not only support one another, but support an amazing cause that you guys are doing with FACES, another nonprofit organization. I think that is really the definition of community. You don't have to believe in the same way, you don't have to act the same way, you can be completely different, but at the end of the day, you're coming together to support a cause and support one another. So I think it's
Yes.
amazing what you guys are doing. That's like kudos. Oh
Uh,
my goodness. So okay. So I'm coming to your event and I'm trying to expect what? What do I expect when I first walk into the doors?
when you come in the door, you should follow the green arrows. No, I have arrows that will flow you through. We have 26 vendors. Yes,
Wow.
26 vendors, including Random Fox. So I have a little shop there that's in the warehouse. So um, my daughter will be running that. We're taking over the building. I am using the whole building. We have a big warehouse space in back, which will house a majority of the vendors. We have a board room in the front and a couple other offices, and those offices will have aura photos, lovely aura photos, and she'll be taking aura photo shots. And then
Ooh.
we have the executive boardroom where we'll have portal talks. So I have six, wait, I have one, two, three, four, five. Sorry. I have five different vendors who will be giving 25 minutes talks on different subjects, intuitive subjects or demonstrations. So
Mhm.
that will be going on through the day. So you can walk full circle in the building. You can walk through the hallways. You can see lovely aura photos. You can see our portal talk. You can go around and you can see we have Hannah. We have Mouthy Oddities who makes wonderful jewelry out of bones, and she'll have her little beetles
Oh,
there
wow.
eating away the flesh. We're gonna have Femme Fatale Creations. She also does bug art, and I can't say it. Is it edit at the art of using bugs for in art?
Don't get me
Editology.
lying. I have no
Okay,
idea, but
you know
I
what I
think
mean.
that yes, I know.
Anyway,
I
yeah,
think our viewers will know more about
she
that. I think that's really
uses
cool.
she uses ethically sourced insects. She also, I think, works with the beetles because she had posted recently that she had taken somebody's hedgehog after it passed and cleaned the
Mm.
bones and made art out of it. So it's very cool. So Mouthy Oddities also does pet memorabilia. So she can take your pet after you pass and use the bones to make art or things like that. So that's very cool. We have,
That's so sweet. I,
yeah. So you'll
I
be,
would have known that was an option when my hedgehog passed away. So we just had a little
you
bear.
had a hedgehog. Oh
I
my
had a hedgehog,
gosh. I
and
have to share. I have to make a note, share hedgehog with
but
you.
yeah, I had a hedgehog, and but having, if I could have had her in the space closer to us with our family altar and stuff like that, have her there, that's amazing. So especially people, if you are having a lost pet and you're or it's getting towards that time, definitely check out that venue. I mean, I think that's amazing what they're doing because pets are our family, you know.
Oh, definitely. I know to have something that's that close and you know. So,
Mhm.
yeah. So it's a full circle. You can go all in the building. Um, we have all kinds of things going on, and I might be jumping the gun, but we also have a cosplay contest going on for Bridget. If you would like to
Oh,
come
that's amazing.
dress as the goddess Bridget. Oh, I should so my one I okay. Blah. Okay. If you would like to come dressed as the goddess Bridget, we are having a cosplay contest. And there will be the grand prize of a goddess wand that I've created. It's Random Fox for the winner. And she's beautiful. She's right now just painted brown. Do you want me to
Mhm.
go grab her? I don't know if you can
Oh
see her. You
yeah, go
probably, I
right.
don't. I don't know. I'll try it. Okay. Hold on.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Like this sounds like an amazing event that everybody should definitely check out if you're in the Chattanooga area on January 31st. You definitely go check it out. I mean, so many vendors that's going to be there. And again, a cosplay for the goddess Bridget. That's amazing. Oh, and that's just a gorgeous one.
And see, she's still, I will paint, I go through layers. So right now she's brown, and then it has a big crystal ball on the bottom, which was
Oh,
set out at the Wolf Moon. Has been moon, but and a crystal on top, and she has the snake for fertility, and then the crescent moon, and then this is going to be dandelions and dandelion
wow.
leaves, the sacred flame.
It's so
Um,
detailed. Oh my, it is
so
so gorgeous.
so yeah, if you want to win this, come dressed up
Oh, definitely.
as
I mean,
the
okay,
goddess Bridges.
everybody who's showing up needs to dress up as a goddess Bridget just to try to get that one. That one is amazing.
Thank you. I'm having
Like,
a
oh
lot of
my
fun
goodness.
creating her.
I may have to talk to you later about the one. Just saying.
I love creating powerful self-empower. Okay. I love taking the energy of what you need in a wand. If I have a custom commission, like if you said you wanted some, I like feeling I use your energy to create it. It's not just like I'm gonna go create this. I delve in
That's
deep. Just like with
that's
Bridget, I
amazing.
have her printed everywhere. I have all kinds of lists everywhere. I'm like, I meditate. I have my candles lit and kind of feel it before I create. So yeah, but I would
Oh my
love
god.
to
Now
create something for you.
I'm definitely feeling why we have the otherworldly affairs um festival during this time. You're definitely connected with the goddess Bridget. You being with the Aquarius and Imbolc, and I definitely get. She's actually my patron deity. So
That doesn't surprise me, fellow Aquarian. Didn't surprise
yes,
me at all. So yeah.
but yeah, no, that's amazing. So you have the cosplay, you have all these vendors and everything. Can you tell us a little bit more about some of the guest speakers that you have for your portal talks?
Oh, I'm excited about that. So we have Stars in the Morning Light, and she will be given the Quantum Avesa breath.
Ooh,
And she does Akashic record readings at her booth. So she is really cool. So she'll be doing that. Then we have Unbridled Peace. And she does readings with tarot cards and without. And she is doing one on ask better questions, get clearer answers,
ooh,
which
I
I
love
thought was great because I'm always like, what do I ask?
right.
Kind of thing, right? We have Kali Meister, and she is an intuitive and medium, and she uses tarot cards, and she uses not tarot cards. She's actually helped, I don't want to say, she's actually helped authorities before with her psychic abilities. She
Wow.
is there to talk about spiritual hygiene. Then we have Lum
That's a good one.
Mortis. And Lum Mortis, this is Adam, and he is doing a live demonstration of Gothic art while he gives a talk on the dark mysteries of Gothic art and the history. So that will be going on.
Wow.
And then the
This is
last,
amazing.
I know, I'm so excited about my people. I mean, it was about, I was like, I want to do that just like the psychic fair. If we could just have people talk. Who knows
Mhm.
how it's going to go? It's my first year. We'll see. There's always something that goes wrong and you learn from. And our last speaker is Mouthy Oddities, who makes art out of bone, out of your animal bones, out of your pet's bones. She makes some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful art with that. And she's going to talk about the beauty of bones, taxidermy as art and remembrance. So she will talk about using the bones for pet memorials as well. So that is our talks broke out. They're about 25 to 30 minutes each. And in between that, we'll have you can register at the door between 11 and 2 for the Bridget cosplay contest. And then at 2:30, we'll do the judging. And at
Mhm.
3:30, we'll announce the winner and they'll get the wand. So throughout the day, we'll always have something going on. And yeah.
Wow, this is a like literally a full day event. So especially, we're having crazy weather here in Tennessee, and
Mhm.
I'm in Nashville, so I can only imagine the crazy weather you guys are having out in East Tennessee.
Thank God we're
And
indoors, right?
that's what I'm saying. So if you're trying to figure out what to do, Saturday, January 31st, you definitely need to go to Otherworldly affairs. Like this, you spend all day. I could spend all day. This is amazing. And like the speakers that you have, this is so exciting because they're very unique. You don't really see this type of uniqueness at many festivals right now. So, kudos to you for finding that. That's amazing, and having that education component, for people to come in who, may or may not know, or maybe know a little bit about it, but not all of it, but just get in there, learn together, and educate one
Hmm.
another about all the gifts and talents that they have. I think that's amazing.
Cool. Thank you. I'm excited. I really am. We do
That's
have
so
some great
cool.
people.
So you talked about, part of the proceeds going to Faces. Can you tell us a little bit about Faces?
Ah, yes. Sorry, dropped my water.
Drink break. All right, everybody take a drink break. Ah.
Okay. Okay, so FACE is the National Craniofacial Association. We help children and adults with financial aid for travel, support, and you know what? Hold on. Let me just say, we just have a brand new. You can start over, right?
So we can start
I want
over
to
again.
say the right one before Emily kills me. Like, Kim, we have a new mission statement. I want to make sure I have it right. Okay.
See, this is about you being tiny but mighty, and always
Yes.
evolving. Like, this is good.
So FACES is the heart and hub of the craniofacial community, supporting people with medical, travel, education, and connection. So I don't say that well yet, but basically, we help with medical travel.
Mhm.
For instance, we have a family that just found out they have a baby. They may still be in the womb that has cleft lip
Mhm.
and palate, or any number of craniofacial anomalies. There's so many rare ones, and
Mhm.
they're like, "Oh my God, everything's changed. My perfect baby is not perfect anymore." Although later they change their mind. They think
Mhm.
that cleft is just absolutely perfect.
Mhm.
Um, and they freak, they everything has changed. They don't know what they're gonna do. They don't know what it's gonna take, or what are surgeries. Oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? So they call us,
Mhm.
and we're like, it's okay. We're gonna help you through this. We help them with finding the right craniofacial centers. We don't refer, but we give them the information, and we give them we teach them how to ask questions of the doctors and the surgeons, because they're going to be with them many years. We
Mhm.
teach them, we give them all the information so they can make informed decisions, find out which craniofacial center they want to go to. And it may be in Seattle, and they might live in Chattanooga, and they have to go
Mhm.
to Seattle because that surgeon answered their questions, made them feel comfortable. They know that that surgeon has worked on tons of children with cleft lip and palate. They feel comfortable, but they have to travel, 3,000 miles. One of the parents is probably going to have to take off extended leave of work. They might have the insurance to pay for the surgery, but how in the heck are they going to pay for this travel? There's hotel, there's flights, there's food while they're there, and missing work. So what
Mhm.
we do is we help with financial aid for travel, like airfare, hotel, food while they're there, tolls, um, parking, anything that you get when you're there. And the way prices are skyrocketing and hotels, a
Mhm.
trip. can be anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 or more. And
Right.
so we cover a majority of those costs so that they can travel and they can go ahead and focus on the healing, focus on the treatment and not freak out. For instance, recently we have a new client, and when I started talking to her, she lives in Washington.
Mhm.
This poor family is so very, very poor. She knew her son was just 2 months old, and they were called back. They lived in Washington, probably about 2 hours away from Seattle. Their surgeon called, said, "You must get the baby back. We've got to check the brain scan. We got to do this, this, and this." And she knew she was going, and she called me. She going, "Oh, I figure we're just going to have to sleep in the car
Oh. Oh.
because, right,
Mhm.
right." I'm like, no, 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 no. Let's see what we can do, you know. And
Mhm.
so we got her processed. We helped her. We went ahead and we reserved the hotel. We got her food and gas money so that she was able to go. And then she had to turn around the very next week. Her husband was just starting a new job, so he couldn't come with her. She
Mhm.
had to turn around the very next week and go back again for another week. Then, as she was trying to get home with all these floods in Washington, she couldn't go the regular way, had to go like 150 miles out of the way. I'm sitting there sending her PayPal money because she's on the road.
Mhm.
I mean, she doesn't even have any extra money. We take it for granted. Oh, I got my credit card. I can put, so people like that would not be able to get to the surgeries they need. That's who we help.
That's
Because where
amazing.
would she be? I
Oh,
know. I just,
I mean, yeah, and I feel you, like, because I also used to work in healthcare, and insurance will cover X amount, but what about everything else that goes on? The travel to get there, the food, the places to stay, especially if you're in a surgical setting, parent cannot stay with you, most of the times. And if there's a sibling and the whole family can't just move into the hospital room.
right.
And, there's so many other expenses that come into play that, of course, insurance is not going to cover it.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's amazing that you guys like have this wonderful nonprofit to really help families like this in need, because that is a need, that I mean, when you have a family emergency, the thing that you, like you said, the thing that you have to focus on is getting better.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
have to get better. And you for you to get better, you cannot worry about everything else.
Right. Oh my gosh. Right. Right. So
So,
yeah, that's a majority of what we do, which really makes me happy. But we also have a camp called Faces Camp, which is a camp for kids with facial differences. And one time a year in June, we have a camp. It's in Cloudland, Georgia, about 45 minutes from Chattanooga. And these kids get to get away from their parents for 4 days. I think it's 4 nights. They come in Sunday, they leave Friday. No helicopter parents allowed. They're on their own, overnight camp. They're with other kids that have facial differences, and they're with other kids that don't have facial differences. They're intermixed in a regular camp for kids. They get to do rappelling, canoeing, archery, swimming pool. They get to do everything a normal kid gets to do.
oh,
And they get to learn what it's like to be independent. They
mm,
don't have just somebody there ready to help them as like their parents would be. We do have a full-time nurse there. They can come with a trach, which is helps them breathe.
mhm,
And we have everything to take care of that, or even some of our kids have to have a G tube to be for some of their feeding. We can handle that as long as they can get up and walk around and walk on the campus, which is a big camp. You
mhm,
have to do some walking. Then they can come and spend a week and meet friends from around the country that are also have facial differences and have similar things going on in their life, and they get to be kids. So we love that. This has been going on since 2019. We even made it through COVID. Um,
Wow.
yeah, that's a lovely, fun thing. I love it. I love watching our kids. They're growing up. They're learning so many skills, and it's amazing. So we do
That
that.
that is amazing.
Um,
And I love that you guys do the camp
oh
because
yeah.
as someone who loved camping growing up, I mean, I was one of saving my babysitting money, saving whatever, doing extra chores or all that so I can get away and have that experience away from my family, and giving kids that opportunity that may or may not have that opportunity because of medical issues. I love that because it's giving them a sense of independence that if we want them to succeed in life, they're going to have to start learning how to do that. And also being with kids who have similarities and similar medical issues, so they're not feeling alone. They have that sense of community and they're with other people who will understand and learn about that and give them that support. So I
Absolutely.
love that your nonprofit does that. That's amazing. That's truly
Wow.
amazing.
So facescamp.org.
Facescamp.org. Let's
Dot
see if I can
org.
get that on there.
It's like FACESCAMP.org. So if you have a friend or somebody in the family, or you know of a child that would love to go to camp, it's free. It's 100% free. This is our first year where we've given scholarships and made it half price before. Now it's free, and I think camp for regular campers like $1,200. So yeah, definitely would love to get the word out about that.
Definitely. That's amazing. So we'll put that at the bottom so everybody can see that. So yes,
Hey.
go check out
Oh,
facescamp.org to also support that cause too, because it's important. And also, go onto Faces, their website as well. We'll also put this in the show notes and everything. So you can figure out, more ways to help them out. And so they are able to help
take
the
the
community
S
with
off.
their, with more resources.
It's take the S off before it's Faces Camp. I'm
Okay, just
sorry.
just a face camp.
Faces Camp, CAMP.
Gotcha.
Sorry.
There we go.
And you
All right. See, we're all learning. We're all doing this together. So there you go.
Yay.
Facescamp.org. Make sure you go check them out. Again, this will all be in the show notes as well. Wow. Okay. So tell us again about the otherworldly affairs. Tell us the time. Tell us the date. Tell us what we need to bring so we can celebrate and have fun all day with you on January 31st.
Awesome. Okay. Otherworldly Affair is Saturday, January 31st from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's in Hixon, Tennessee, which is a little suburb from Chattanooga, Tennessee. And you can find out all about it at otherworldlyaffair.com. By coming to Otherworldly Affair, you will be helping faces, you will be helping local practitioners and artists, you will be helping the community by learning about other people in your community. And we're going to have a wonderful, we'll have portal talks so you get to know some of our practitioners. And we're going to have the Bridget Goddess cosplay contest. And I can't wait to see all the people dressed up. That's going to be amazing. I have a paparazzi photographer that's going to be there all day long, and she's going to take pictures of everything. Afterwards, the pictures will be everywhere. It's just going to be a lot of fun. We have Faces is actually going to set up a concession stand, so there'll be food and drinks, not adult drinks. A little side note, now this is an adult event. Children are allowed. 12 and under are free, but just be warned that there's a lot of adult themed content. We have some erotica books. We have erotica candles. Some of my goddesses are quite erotic. So just, if you're cool
So
with
if
your
you're planning to
child,
bring your kids, be planning on having a discussion to
Yeah,
see
yeah. Like my daughters would be
make this
cool with it.
a
We
learning experience.
absolutely just just be aware that's going to go on. Nothing ugly, nothing mean, nothing violent. All good bad stuff. So
Oh God. Yeah, this sounds like a really amazing event. And also, what was the cost for the admission?
It's $5. Five
Five
dollars
dollars.
covers everything.
$5?
It covers the mission to the portal talks. You'll get an armband so you can come in and out if you like. Yeah, $5. That's
Well,
it.
that's cheaper than a Happy Meal.
Yeah, and kids
That is
are free
cheaper
under
than a Happy
12.
Meal.
So
Y'all need to go out on January 31st and spend a day at Otherworldly Affairs. I mean, you're it just sounds like a whole day of fun for $5.
right.
Yes,
Thank
definitely.
you.
But yeah,
Absolutely.
this sounds amazing. I can't wait to hear more about it. Again, check our show notes and check. I will also have the link on the Southern Hearts and Cauldrons website and our social media page to get you more information and get in contact with Otherworldly Affairs for this wonderful event. And this amazing event is doing some amazing things for the community. So thank you so very much, Miss Kim.
Thank you. I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. And I look forward to seeing everybody there.
Yes. Well, thank you so very much for spending time with us in the know, where we are discovering all the magic that our community has to offer. So I hope you guys have a wonderful day and see you soon. Bye.